Now I invite His Excellency Mr. Amos Masondo, Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, South Africa, for his keynote address. 7 minutes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. Your Excellency, Honorable Bill, the Honorable Speaker, Lok Sabha, Honorable Speakers of National Parliament, and Members of Parliament present here today, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I must start by congratulating the government and people of India for coming with such an important and powerful G20 theme, One Earth, One Family, and One Future. This theme reminds us of our humanity. It reminds us that despite how strong we might be as individual countries, we cannot prosper acting in isolation to others, notwithstanding how weak and frail their political and economic conditions are. It calls upon all of us as global citizens to unite in confronting common challenges such as slow economic growth, recession, poverty, hunger, and the existing geopolitical tensions. It reminds us that our artificial boundaries are not bulletproofs to make us immune and invincible from common global challenges. Because what happens in one country has far-reaching impact beyond our boundaries. For instance, despite not directly involved, the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine's Gaza Strip has resulted in the sharp increase of the price of crude oil, which affects us all broadly in a similar manner and scale. This means that it is in the interest of all of us to act in unison in confronting common challenges for our own betterment. Your Excellencies, I would further say that it is imperative that our starting point should be to unite our citizens, despite their political affiliation, to act together in solving challenges facing our individual countries. After uniting our citizens and enjoined them to act together, we must unite our regions to work together in resolving regional challenges. After uniting our regions, we must unite our continents to work together in solving common challenges. After uniting our continents, we must unite the global citizens in confronting common challenges that will lead to peace, prosperity, and sustainable economic growth. We must unite and pledge solidarity to protect the poor and the most vulnerable. The pervasive, cruel effects of climate change can only be defeated through unity and collaboration on the global community. We must work together in identifying and implementing measures that would lead to a better world. We must put measures that will lead to common prosperity for the nations of the world. We have learned that we cannot live alone at peace, and we have learned that our well-being is dependent on well-being of others that may be far away from us. Program Director, the more we communicate, the better. The more we use desktop, mobile, social, and email software, the better. The more we use social media, the better. Many would agree that the use of digital platforms provides us with an opportunity to transact better. Digital platforms increase possibilities of investment and development, Program Director, the digital platforms allows us to integrate multiple third-party systems to aggregate the data or the data from multiple systems to a single location. Allowing for such integration, the digital platforms manages all organizational data or data in one place. Let us share and exchange information. Let us share and exchange content. Let us share and exchange services. Let us together transform the world. As the late former Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan, once alluded to, quote, "We live in an interconnected world, in an interconnected time, and we need holistic solutions. We have crisis of inequality, and we need climate solutions that solve that crisis," close quote. In the same wavelength, the Indian Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore once said, quote, "You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water," close quote. We must walk the walk and talk the talk in solving common challenges in order to build one earth, one family, one future. I thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency.